nonsia yamawunya adjo amawunya kwa baba power 97.9 kasafidie so ewo nkran Abresa street ena yebutuo ensam ahodo ya yensa aka ena yede som se nonsia brem Kasiebo ewo Power FM ene TV SYZ so ene anumre na radio SYZ 93.1 so Kasiebo enam so afei Water Power 94.1 ho Global FM 105.1 ewo ho Sharp 106.9 Takrade and Sroma 92.1 Krankwanta FM 88.7 Wojasekan G Nyame 107.7 ewo Sampa Nananum 92.5 ewo Hafu Gosho West End Radio 100.3 Welembele KFM Wokpaza Ingligi FM ewo Bole Rich 98.7 Wasimfoshu High Radio 103.1 Obetem Oti Radio ewo Dambai Wimpan Sampa FM Wopusiga Bono FM 107.5 Oshinyane Sunset Radio Osehioso Nyansapo 89.9 ewa Shama Gateway 98.1 ewa Nkwanta South Anapua FM 105.1 ewa Hafukenya se Nyanwase Radio 89.7 ewa Ketekrachi Kaseboi Wamunyina ekutemu a adehye mu etiebie Wokwa Amanonia Apple 68 ewa Virginia Dice Radio Italy Adafopa Radio ewa Paris France G Live Radio ewa UK OPD Radio UK Wamunyina ekutem Kasiebo NMTV SYZ ene Loud Silence TV so adehye mu ehwebi ede afaso na ensem ya yede asomo ene edai yede mu akotene ne bi eni ene owura John Dramani Mahama akwa na nakrandu adema Rollins abusuafo akwakotro buku a eye awufusum buku no wakọ akwakotro mu ebi eti emu komo ewo ha yabeba wuram biam ne yakwakodi enkomo a ene ede Ghana city enyamfisia aduesia city assist ya celebrity ama ya akono pa Dr. Kasiala to Forsen akasa ede afo city mfisia aduesia wadie no eho emu komo ewo ha yebetirem ama adehye mu atibie Owura John Dramani Mahama aye yirade se LGBTQ+ ewon kratas ye de beto nanim a obedi atum majority leader mama yarga en wode sansemi e de atudwa sanso ena majority leader Owura mama yarga krai abo speaker of parliament right honorable Abansumana Kingsford Bagben say one day chairman African Geopolitical Group wano ena ye chairman otitrani awada no emu nkomo ewo ha yebedi nkomo ede afa ho edom kuma wambra se badwafie se akwanya attorney general ede wo mo enam so no wo mo nye ho kra se oboni pakwa adu yenya nwie no na ogire social media na wo boni padu kwa adu abra court eni nasem enwie mu nsem ewo ha yebebo awuram ena ede ekade na nkayede arrest warrant ekwote chamawuntumi ebae adanye bra na nka oso pie court no wankọ ankọ nkoduru eno ana court issue bench warrant ye nkoche no nanso ono ankasa ekọ court wo ma court assign a suspend ana wabo atwagu ensam no edoso bebreka ho ene abobo na so no so a ye de esomo ene se no nsia brem Kasiebo ewo Power FM TV SYZ ene radio SYZ eso aboafo bi okutemu Kasiebo yi ye de ebremu MTN everywhere you go. Solak Natural Clinic. Abeso yemu se kidney and liver or the bar obema weni ate. Efei Haxa Mixture and the capsules. Eye osa tamfu edru. Bedmosis Diagnostic Center ko kwaya test bi a wo hwehwe na ne bo efo pa. Power Specialist Eba Hospital Wasebra. Na wamwa uma enije sonko etumi enkoso hepatitis B de otuase ostek restit enso ebesom so onsase ewo dodowa ayikuma asebi doyimu ene ne yeka ho etibrai Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsules ebeboa wona setata ya wadro eno no let's talk educational consult ebua nkwada nwu masua 3P garlic mixture piwak ena wode aba momo no yedaso ewo mu sebrai beju momo mensaka Ruta natural product Little George Health Shop esukutem and Atimota Clubhouse of 4 opani bi awayira ono so ehonsem ha ebrendura yebebo so amobia enyebi atse ensami ene midi edo hene babo ama benye ena mede Kasiebo ede bre menim se wani age waje mre nso atena se ne na yanyemre na yensini koso ewo ha yedamase enuma asie ane say anano ane ba ye ba beto dwa se kane ba hima e wo man Ghana eye kane first lady Nana Kuredu Ajima Rollins ya nani kunu ebedi Ghana so emfrisia por dunkron se Ghana man pani ni nyina mu no ono ane the longest serving first lady e wo man Ghana mu a wasom wo man Ghana chepa ye ya eba ekwanya ye fa so a ye man ma fa hudie etumi ekoso ebobo ma no a Nana Kuredu Ajima Rollins edi makotrepa e ma ne the 31st December women e de ba ye so betumi abo ma amenuoma etumi akoso na saa nuoma ni mu no ene bebrebe oba ye be ye nyina no nipa be ye bi wa me ye nyina bambo wuo e de na pakan aba be fa no amanatoa ensu yanom ewo ense do asema yoro hosem ye beto odwai ene owu abambo wuo aba be fa no yi na wo se abusua etumi etrase na agyamfo ebe be jam won ana no ma bi kura ba ye besu awurade e papa e ma me ye no beko ye na wodi ye gya ho ani wodi ye gya ho ani ye di gya ho ani ye se efie ha yensu saa wodi ye gya ho ani no yesu ukuta handkerchief opo ni kakra no apa kakra sa su no ene yesu nemom wodi ye gya ho ani wodi ye gya ho ani ne de sa suntantan no yensu no ho me ye woni si abonten e ma ni su yesu so obesu na nakora du ayapam no na ene owura John Dramani Mahama ye Ghana mampani akwakopiem ewo Nana Kuredu Ajima Rollins ne fie ya ewo rate ene amusua akwakodi Kasiebo na owura John Dramani Mahama ejina mu kire mu e kire kwan kwa wo fa so a wonim yewura ene ye maami ene nikunu kwanya efa so wo de sia won ene nsema hodo bebre wo wie wo san buku no nso ema ne koso yentie nsema owura John Dramani Mahama wo de tudwa ne bi
Nana Kuredu set a record in this country as the longest serving first lady 19 solid years, and with the constitution we have, nobody can ever break that record. The maximum anybody will do is 8 years. And during the 19 years, she took women's empowerment as her focus. We know the work the 31st December Women's Movement did all over the country. Even up to today, when you go around the country on the campaign trail, you see evidence of her work. And so there's a lot that can be said, and I'm sure that when the tributes come to be written, we will have a wholesome story about her role as First Lady in Ghana. Our sympathy and condolence to the family, and to say that we will work closely with the family. We're waiting for the family to meet and tell us what their desires. But I just want to announce as president that we shall give her a state funeral. The family can do the traditional funeral after the state funeral. And so once we know what the dates are, we will do the program, and the state will give her the full honors that she deserves as our former First Lady and Mother of the Nation.
Why I am Sama Owura John Dramani Mahama wadi etudwa na enu atire mo dwumadi na se epedifo bebre ebai SYZ broadcasting so represented live ekopiem ho na empanifo ehu wo mu no ebi eye United Party pani a wada no Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen wono so ekopie woni empanifo twetwe wura tope ani ntina hodo wo so eba ho bia yensantwe ne wisdom hedejome na wogina ho amanebo a onyaye wode to aso
Ghana for Dodo ena eba the residents of the late First Lady Mami Kuredu Ajima Rollins Fiha. Yeah, in terms of tribute and sign of the book of condolence, no, what they wanna know this so tuja. And they piemu na eba no Dodo na enso ena yaba beto wom ewoha. Togbi nyaho tamaklo the sixth. Yeah, or yeah, Niafiagan of Anglo. Yeah, some say the president and paramount chief of Gomeshi Traditional Council. Ochiremu say, Oshe Nana Kuredu Ajima Rollins oneno enya kitahudi ye pa. Yeah, ne loss no. It's a great one to him.
I'd heard about the work of the First Lady, even when I was in Canada, and it was all over the world that she was a champion of women and human rights, and she was relentless in her fight against child poverty. We've lost a great soul, and we've lost a great person of integrity, and may the good Lord be with her. It's tough to fill the void of such people. It's been so tough to fill the void for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. She has her own personality and her own character. and she dominated the scene of Ghana for many, many years. I wonder how we can feel that, but I believe so strongly that by learning from the right things that she did, we can at least improve the lot for Ghana, the Ghanaians and the Ghana people.
And which CPP Wing Commander Sogbojo, and so HM say, growing up from Achimota School, no, only the Rawlingses, and you grew up.
Nana kuna do mo school no buy. Only ni opinion and I kuna do a classmate. Only krunya di mechibe 4 years. Into nyina menino. Anna mene ne sister and see very close. Now some say can bear now chum unity. Men knit table. Anna ye did yesterday ya they be as a bonkum ni chrononso or buy a force me count the trainer or jet fighters because me can first group no. Into me no more fine.
Chairman won to me, yeah, Dudwana Nimno, yeah, and Chibuesi Akoyo Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. I know this same bang and okay, if I am mammy, Nana Kunedu, Ajima Rawlingson.
Nana Chima Kunedu Rawlingson there. Obia no Bakaina, Obia Titru, Obia Kai Beijing Conference. And I feel the Fourth Republic and so only the first lady. From PNDC to NDC, you know, only the first lady. And Tiaka Ghana, a ma or masum Ghana dia. Untimi Sadia Asantia Sante, Yakasa, Yabo, Nanahima, Yasantuadino, Sansuna Ghana, so, Yabo Nana Kunedu, Ajima Rawlingson, so, Yaboni Dean, so.
For now, it is not clear as to when the family will agree and set date for the final funeral rites. Emma Yamam yo nyani baby ko nemu mu no ebedi echire na nyinyi nemu no yehye busuaden Wisdom Hedejome Amani Boni residents of the Rawlingses.
Ya troso ni abawura ensem fufuro mu a ene Sidi Ghana sika ya ye friend Sidi no wanya emfrisia eduesia efri eda ye je no atumu efri ponso ana ponko eni taku ne srako eba ye se ye bedi eye Sidi no eye Sidi no efrisia eduesia eni eti eduru so no ya hye fa kama ama enuoma etumi ekoso Yay ba pani ya wono Ghana wono no ye mampani ebedi etire Professor Jena no pokwa adwuma kopie adwumadi na se ekasae na akora kofi dako edi etire awoto aso
Ghana mampanyin abedi etire obenfu na Jane opoku ajiman edi nsami etugwa biom eno se ehu behia se oman Ghana yensidin ebetumi ayenu ebetumi biara se ne bra yebehye kina etumi ejina ne nanto osi asoyi a wo mo hwe sika samson so ewo so mo hwe se omodi fiscal responsibility ebetumi ayejuma.
We must protect the independence of the central bank. The Bank of Ghana must remain a steward of stability. We must uphold the legal tender status of the cedi. Today, too many goods and services are still quoted in foreign currencies. But if you earn in cedis, you must be able to transact in cedis. Through tight monetary policy and engagement with the public, the bank has helped to anchor expectations and restore some level of credibility to our markets.
Biom otuani semso ose Ghana mampanyin a ojefa hodima oman Ghana Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ene afufuru bia wobeye niema horo editwemu no mfishe duasa a oman Ghana cedi yerusha humfa no ewo se yehye won animonyam.
As we mark 60 years of the cedi, let us honor the vision of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the foundational work of the early governors of the Bank of Ghana, and the quiet dedication of reformers, technocrats, and everyday Ghanaians who have kept the wheels of this economy turning over the years.
Biom ose ECD nso ye no abefu kwantua ebetumi aboa ama yen aketua munsem ebetumi ejina yepa.
Finance is evolving rapidly, and that is why the Bank of Ghana is developing and testing the ECD, a digital form of our currency. Once fully scaled, the ECD will modernize our payment systems and ensure that even in a cashless future, the cedi retains its importance. As we embrace financial innovation, we must equally adopt digital inclusion. The benefits of digital finance must reach all of us, especially those who are often excluded.
Enwachi ena governor Edima Omangana Yansika Kwabia Biatang, Dr. Johnson Esiama Enso Echirem Ose.
Headline inflation is now at 9.4% as of September 2025, and we expect it to end the year even far lower. The city has appreciated by 37% as at October 17th, and according to the World Bank, it is the best performing currency in sub-Saharan Africa for the first 8 months of 2025. Our gross international reserves are currently around $12 billion US, which is providing a robust cushion against external volatility and restoring our investor confidence.
Why aye amanebo a free akra kofi da ko ho ebaye ya to Kasiebo no so sidi eda so anya mfrisia aduasia na Dr. Kasiela to forsen aye omai photo samfo na okasaye ewo dwumadi na se asamba ko waka ye ne se ba bia gi sedi no ejina no sesei ejina abrane papa na wosre Ghana fo nyina se ye nyina yamfe ahoden emfantasy di nachi said ye be sidi no emu be edu ebra no bre no na enuoma etumi akoso ena bran ena dwumadi ekoso ewo Accra International Conference Center na owura yi asema wode etu dwa no ena wotrem se sidi new dawn ena ye wo mu na ebre adu ye wose Ghana fo nyina no ye de atitapa edita sidi ati na sidi enya na hoden opane trem se si he Ghana sidi na kasa no a wa fanshi shebebre mu wa ye free dollars anase a free redenomination mu eba ye bebe wura the value is the same MSCD hata ya di kwadwama ye nyahwe ebe dru ba bi na sidi ya hoode asiaba na ajuja na sidi ho ayefe me na sidi gina yi ni nyina no enese ye nyina beji atum se Ghana ha no ye mfa dollars enkodidwa ne beba sidis no eno nko ano aye sika ye de bedidwa na ba nsa no dabia no sidi ni benya hoden a emu edu Dr. Kasiela to Forson.
For 60 years, through cycles of inflation, devaluation, redenomination, and recovery, the cedi remains the symbol of our national sovereignty. It has indeed endured. It has evolved and remains the only legal tender of our dear republic. This anniversary marks a new dawn for the Ghana cedi. The theme for the cedi, 60 years of the cedi, the symbol of our sovereignty, stability, and economic resilience, could not have been more apt. This theme underscores the need for all of us to have faith in our dear currency, the Ghana cedi. As managers of the economy, we have remained steadfast in our duty to ensure a strong cedi and a very stable currency. Our commitment to fiscal discipline has contributed to the strengthening of the Ghana cedi. We want to use this opportunity to commit that the government of Ghana remain committed, and we shall stay the course to ensure that the Ghana cedi remains stable and gains, as we have seen, are being maintained.
Dr. Kasiela to Forson SI eto aso say yet Ghana etomda bi okwada hotel bi a ni abonu in dollars $2 na de atua anya south cedi bebre na de akotua ka bi o ha uko school a yes dollars bi o ha uko akwakoto dan ana no dan bi a yes ba bi e mekwa kobisa ne bo a yes $800,000 okika bomu a cedi buburuja na eno and what says yakoso na ya the dollars e di dwa e wo Ghana ha e masidi na ho de no kofam eti yankoso mfa sidi no mfa ni dwa ne ba nsa no a e masidi no nsunya hoden a e broso.
Citizens, we have a role to play, and let me repeat this. As citizens, we also have a role to play. We must maintain the sanctity of the cedi as a legal tender by preserving it with dignity and protecting it jealously. We must all be vanguard, and we have to ensure that we are all vanguard by ensuring that the cedi's value is maintained. We must be eschewing the act that seeks to undermine the value of the currency, particularly the pricing of goods and services in foreign currency, the US dollar. Let me use this opportunity to once again stress that as Ghanaians, the Ghana cedi remains the only legal tender. The US dollar is not our currency. The cedi is our only currency. The continuous pricing of goods and services in US dollars will only hurt us. Let's stop it, and let us stop it now. The cedi is the only currency we have. Let us protect it, let us trade with it, and let us defend it with all vim within us. Let us talk about the cedi with pride, not as a burden, but always as a badge of economic independence.
Dr. Kasiel ato forcing ena yeten nkan cedi anya mfrisia aduasia momoni so na mompene no Edon Kasiye wo mrase bedwafie na nudifo eye owura mama ayarga na wode atodwa se wode owura John Dramani Mahama edi nkomo ede afa human sexual right and Ghanaian family values bill ya yefta freno anti-LGBTQ+ bill no na wase enkomo a wone owura John Dramani Mahama edi nyina no owura John Mahama abonamane yese se that be Parliament aya ne sise nyina wie fa samra no ho ne de mra no de bre no a ordinance de be hyase wo de sansem we de tudwa wa bra first deputy chief whip Habib Idrisu de tudwa say asa NDC fo esuro se LGBTQ+ law no wo munyintum ema ne nyeme embentumi ema meye mra e wo Ghana ha ne no ena owura mama ayarga de tudwa say ono ankasa no owura John Dramani Mahama di nkomo ena owura John Dramani Mahama say Semra sebadwam eye won hwehwe nyina wie efa samra ne ho a ye de bremu a ye de ba yape wode ne nsa ebe hyase asan wa se bema wanim na ne yonko bema honim be ne fe empo keke no beka minya wa meri o keke no asemato no wo ba wanim na wone ne yonko ba benam na badwam wo be hwe na no nne ana wode ne nsa bebo ne to te se de ye ta hu ana wone ne miedu be se da mu mpo ne abeti wish yatene keke ni ayi asutra aposifo ebeti wose samre no owura John Dramani Mahama ye krado se omuwie ya omu famre no na won sign owura mama ayarga.
I remain convinced that the fastest way to enact the LGBTQ is if we assume that the bill has been passed by Parliament, in which case what is left is just the assent. That's the fastest way. If you recall, the bill spent close to 1 year in this chamber. The bill spent close to 1 year in this chamber. So if we bring it back and start all over again, I cannot tell how long the bill will be in this house. Okay? Now, I took a position that once the bill was transmitted to the presidency, then it was within the bosom of the presidency to decide what to do with it. But after sitting, I consulted the drafting office, and the drafting office reported to me that the bill was never transmitted to the presidency. That was the report I got. That because officials appointed by the NPP sitting at the presidency wrote a letter threatening this parliament not to bring the bill there. The party of Honorable Deputy Chief Whip, his party threatened Parliament not to bring the bill to the presidency. And today you are sitting here and pretending and behaving as if you are so interested in having the bill enacted, when you had every opportunity in this country to have the bill enacted and assented to by the president. Nana Akufo-Addo, you refuse to give the assent.
Why and someone Edom Kasia wɔ mrase bedwam na nudifo ha owura mama yarga wɔde atu dwa na no ati no ɛna wɔsan ɛto asobiam sɛ owura John Dramani Mahama de wɔyɛ krado wɔnte sɛ mampani akufo ado sɛ da ɛkɔtete kwankyɛ sɛ momfa mrɛ me na ge ne de abusu agya pade etimo de ba me nsan no owura John Dramani Mahama yɛ krado sɛ ne emra ne yɛ yi a ɔmo de ba ɔbɛsan.
The Inter-Parliamentary Union is the oldest international parliamentary association. It is the only global parliamentary association. We have the Commonwealth, which is just the Commonwealth countries. We have the Francophonie, which is just the Francophone countries. Then we have the sub-regional and continental blocks. But one union has all the world's parliaments and legislatures being part of it, and that is the Inter-Parliamentary Union. And as far as the 1950s, a bloc was formed out of that, which is the Africa Geopolitical Bloc, which is made up of the 52 African parliaments. And last week, they unanimously elected our speaker as the chairperson of that bloc. And I want to convey a message of congratulations of this House to the Right Honorable Speaker. Your continued election to lead major continental associations of speakers is testimony to the fact that you have become a colossus when it comes to parliamentary diplomacy globally.
Why aya ensama owura mama yarga wade tuja na wawie no Speaker of Parliament Right Honorable Alban Kingsford Bagbin and so ekasai.
The 8th Parliament is history. So are all the businesses that were pending in the 8th Parliament. They all ended with the 8th Parliament. And so we have a new Parliament, the 9th Parliament. And therefore what was pending there came to an end and had to be reintroduced. And so it was reintroduced. In spite of the challenges I had with the former president, it was actually transmitted to the former president. They wrote to tell us that they will not assent to it. The only constitutional error they committed was they didn't give us the reasons why they will not assent to it. And they did not also transmit the bill back to us. They imprisoned it there. And so we didn't get the bill back. So the 9th Parliament, on resumption, took back the bill, and as you recall, that's a private member's bill. And so members of this House took it up. They've gone through the whole process as detailed out in our standing orders. But as it went through the process, the new government indicated that they wanted to take it as a public bill. I personally disagreed and made it known to His Excellency the President that this is an initiative of our people. The processes had finished, and as you know, it has to come back to the Speaker. You know, our rules have given what the Speaker is expected to do, which I will do before it can be laid in the House. That was not done. And so when it was put on the order paper, I queried it because you haven't heard from me according to the standing order. So that will be done before is laid before the House. But because a lot of work has already been done, we think that it's going to have smooth process in the House because both sides of the House now support it, and His Excellency the President has given indication that he's ready and willing at any time that is passed by the House to assent to it.
Why ayan samwa yewra Alban Kingsford Backman wade atu dwana yeda so ewomra sebedwafie eno ana edom kase ewomra sebedwam na ne difo owura mama yarga assign abo Speaker of Parliament, right? Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Backman wabona baso ede atu nanim se wasabasobode pa say you know so titreni Emma African Geopolitical Group Emma Interparty Parliamentary Union ekoso ewa Geneva, Switzerland. Yes, edumadi ekoso no. Yayi owura Alban Sumana Backman se wono eno nye titreni emfana omano. Na wode sansam we ede tudwa no eno akyerem se no kwasem Speaker aye adwuma ye wo deserve sabasobode yi. Na wiase nyina akwatrase no matrase hu se Ghana Speaker of Parliament aye adwuma den a ye ma ne sabasobode na eyi no. Wade do obegina na sebedwafo ni nyina anamu na wode ayiko ede ama owura Alban Kingsford Backman.
Inter-Parliamentary Union is the oldest international parliamentary association. It is the only global parliamentary association. We have the Commonwealth, which is just the Commonwealth countries. We have the Francophonie, which is just the Francophone countries. Then we have the sub-regional and continental blocks. But one union has all the world's parliaments and legislatures being part of it, and that is the Inter-Parliamentary Union. And as far as the 1950s, a bloc was formed out of that, which is the Africa Geopolitical Bloc, which is made up of the 52 African parliaments. And last week, they unanimously elected our speaker as the chairperson of that bloc. And I want to convey a message of congratulations of this House to the Right Honorable Speaker. Your continued election to lead major continental associations of speakers is testimony to the fact that you have become a colossus when it comes to parliamentary diplomacy globally. You have come to represent what is good about parliamentary democracy. And not just that, you have led this parliament, and consistently for the past 4 years, we have been adjudged when it comes to national parliaments in Africa. We have been adjudged as the best, most open parliaments.
Why I am Sama Ora Mama Yarga, you are yeah majority leader, what they atuda and ne ewa mrase bedefie. Ne adaso ewa mrase bedema yedin komo minority ya ewa mrase bedem. Ede ababe tuda se enuoma bi ekoso Ghana ha. Na ewiase wan kasa utinwa ye yiwe bone. Ewa so mutrase no mukasa. Wa mutirem se Attorney General ede subembi edu Ghana ha. Wa mutrase di ehuni se papa no wapeso ye adwuma on sentrefuom eten se obeye adwuma e wo court na edom kuma etie se Attorney General eden tansa ede hwehwewo a anka nipa betumi awie asem no ame ehu se wodi fo na se wodi bem eye court nkuto Attorney General wanya ne saa owuri pe kwam na wobesi media so no ne sentrefuo di nkomo ai asumasi wayesei asumasi wayesei asumasi wayesei na wagu anim ase poto ewo media imu wa bra sam no kra yemfa nkokotom ye niye ehunu se wudi bem ana wudi fo e ba ne saa no kwasem ni ɛyɛ na ɛha adwen eti on percent nsɛntwerɛfoɔ no wiase nyinaa ehu sɛ attorney general yɛ dwuma court wɔnyɛ ndwuma ɛwɔ media mu dɔd ne nsɛm ɛde aba media mu wɔn mo gyina senti no so ɛhwɛ bafa stock deɛ yi ɛne ɛho nsɛnsɛm ɛna wɔn gyina so ne kyamawu ntumi deɛ yi ɛna wɔn ka sɛ dɛbi enuoma attorney general wɔyɛ no wɔn ne no ɛnkɔ adwen korokora na yɛntie asɛm a ɛdɔn kuma yi ɛde tu dwa ne bi.
The AG says he is into this media circus because he doesn't want to be referred to as an incompetent attorney general because he wasn't an incompetent lawyer. Please, Mr. Attorney General, competent AGs don't prosecute their cases in the court of public opinion. Competent AGs prosecute their cases in the court where evidence are subject to strict proof. In criminal trials, he has a responsibility to prove his case beyond reasonable doubt. This is where you go. Put the evidence before the court. Let the lawyers from the other parties scrutinize the evidence. If it stands the test of time and the court pronounces them guilty, so be it. Why do you bring the evidence to the media for just this media circus to destroy the image of people even before they get a chance to open their defenses? As a people, we must rise up against this challenge.
Why aya and Samoa ɛdɔm kuma ɛwɔ mmarahyɛ badwafie yi ɛde ɛto dwa yɛtoa so ne akɔkɔ wura mu akɔdi nkɔmmɔ de bi ɛna ɛda yi ɛka dɛ na nkaba na ɔtamawu ntumi ida sɛ wadwane anaasɛ apolisifoɔ ate no na deɛ kɔfa saa nsɛm nyinaa ɛde ba yɛ no no sɛ ɛna ɛyɛ kɔ data na ɛwɔ sɛ tamawu ntumi ɛyɛ Bernard Ntwi Buasiako ɔkɔkɔ piem ɛwɔ court na wabra court etrase a na abɔ nonkron apa hosima aduanan no ya body Bernard Ntwi Buasiako budin Bernard Ntwi Buasiako budin Bernard Ntwi Buasiako yes absent wama ɛna kɔtɔ pimpani tra dwamu abufuye and was what do you mean? How dare you? Wadi ana court se court to sebra court about 944 940 woma court hey a person for mo medical want to me wanted but bia mu benya bia wawu otiase o monche no asemi eba ya penance ntwerefo de hwi mu pam na womo ete ya ebo 10 o'clock pe wutumi ene ne lawyer endi appeal kubi ena appeal court we womo eba ya lawyer endi appeal kubi ni koto dwegu fam your lady fatayen yes rawo fa bibia taye na me na makwakofa we nyina de aba me bo me client na ma ne yese ye baba court eye nondu pepepe ene ye baba besia ne ye baba ka asem no enti nonkron ne de no kwasem eye ni faso de mayen enti mesrawo fatayen wadama hweyenim ene chama wuntumi aye mre se prosifo jejina ho a ya ba muonu ani enti womo epa tawa ebo 11:39 1 hour 39 minutes and a court se magiatum yanka asem no nemam wuntumi free another year kwai me ka kyerɛw sawo ɛda wasa oba court sa me ka sɛ bra court ha 10 o'clock about 9:10 beda ha na twen ne bodi na uni court ha waso bɛyɛ hye pa na we no ayen sama chama wuntumi yɛde na kwakɔgyina court anim ene the director of Akonta Mines ye friend Kwame Ntwi sa wo makotwitwa asase ye mining land ede ama amanfo sa lease so mo entu no omo nche wabre omo nam kwampapa so eno kwadu ede yede no akwakogyina ho menkrofo ede atu galam se asan sase a amfa kwampa so ɛna yɛbɔ chama wontumi ɛkɔadu a sesei akɔkoduru baabi a akɔduru na adeɛ baako so ɔsɛ mu hu ne sɛ chama wontumi koduru kɔɔto bi a na asɛ stroke akye no asɛ ne nan wɔka baako wom asɛ ɔtwe baako fam asɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ sɛ asɛ yadeɛ bi abɔ no ɛno n'asefoɔ ɛno na ɔde nam hɔ yi ɔyɛ nante a chama wontumi wɔde nanteɛ no nyinaa no asɛ n'ano koraa no n'ano akyea ɛna ne nan no otu baako na watwea wɔ mu otu baako na watwea wɔ mu otu baako na watwea wɔ mu a chama wontumi ɛde atwe wɔ mu wɔ deɛ hɛ ɛna wɔde atwe wɔ mu a ɛtwerɛw bɛɛma yɛ mmerɛ Kumase mayi paa ni governor Asante region paa na hɛ ɛnɛ na wie ni awurade hu wontumi mmɔbɔ ate awurade hu wontumi mmɔbɔ awurade wontumi hu ne mmɔbɔ ate wo deɛ hu wontumi mmɔbɔ hwɛ sɛ deɛ wontumi wafo aka ɛnɛ wontumi na ɛtwe ne na wɔ mu no ɛnɛ wontumi anya stroke kura ka ho awurade hu chama wontumi mmɔbɔ hu chama wontumi mmɔbɔ ɛnɛ owura kɔto dem kura na bɛsɛ tananum ɔtamo judge no wakɔgye duro asena no awurade chama wontumi paa governor paa ewiase mmerɛ yɛ ni nka so obi owura John Dramani Mahama bɛba Asante region kura no a yɛfrɛ no pa ne kyɛw ansa na ɔma John Dramani Mahama kura land no ɛna ɛnɛ na wie ewiase nyɛ de eti chama wontumi baabi a kɔsie no court atu asɛm no ɛde ahyɛ ɛda eti da foforɔ bi a asɛm no ɛbɛsa akɔ so no yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛkɔ akɔsie mu na yɛkɔ akɔdi nkɔmmɔ no ama yɛhu baabi a ɛsusan ɛde bɔɔde ho no ɛbɛkɔ akɔfa afei yɛmmɔ nwura mu biam na hɛnkɔnkɔdi saa nkɔmmɔ yi owura Paul Afoko ɔde ato dwa sɛ NPP titrafoɔ di berɛ no a wɔn ɛpere no onya ɔbɛkɔ bi na mobɛka yi a mfie mpemienu ɛne dunum mu opani ya yɛfrɛ no Paul Afoko wɔn a no yɛ national chairman ɛde ma NPP amanyokuo no ɛna Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛfrɛfrɛ party mpanimfoɔ ɛne wɔn hyia yɛde to wɔn nim sɛ Paul Afoko ɛmmoa no wɔnya gya no ɛma no nyɛ deɛ ɔpɛ na wɔn sɛ Paul Afoko ɛyɛ adwuma tia no ɛsɛ sɛ ɔno Akufo-Addo no sika bi adeda da baabi a wɔkɔ yi akɔdie no Paul Afoko ɛkeka sɛ wɔwia party sika akɔkɔ broskoto no ama nguaseɛ no ɛso ɛne ne yɛkaka wo nti ɛhɔ na disciplinary committee ɛkɔtena ase yɛfrɛ wura Paul Afoko frɛ no a ɔka sɛ wɔanyina nsɛmu na nyade ɔbɛkɔ kora no wakɔ akɔtie na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne party foɔ kɔhyiaeɛ ɛne ne disciplinary committee ɛkɔtena ase a ɔmo so owura Paul Afoko yi ɔmo ne ntonkwanta wɔma pae na so ɔmbɛma no ho kwan na wɔyɛ adwumadeɛ te Akufo-Addo deɛ ɛnya de ɔmbɛma no so 2015 ɛna saa deɛ kɔɔ so yɛto ɔbɛ 2020 na Dankwa Akufo-Addo bɛdi nkonim na no mu party no ebegu ani mu no Akufo-Addo agu na wie no ɛna ɔka so owura Paul Afoko tabo a yɛde to no so no yɛyɛ firi no so sesɛ deɛ otumi edi ne dwuma odidi na no ɛna ɔpani Paul Afoko ɛde ato dwa sɛ titrafo di brɛ ɛyɛ chairmanship no a wɔn ɛba bɛkɔ biem no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsan kɔ biem na sɛdeɛ party no hɛ so to abadema no sɛ wɔwɛ ntiesie party no ma party no nya akɔnɔ no ɔbɛsan aba na wɔsan bɛtiesie party no biem ama party no ɛde ne ntoma papa ɛde efra ɔpani Paul Afoko wɔno ɛno no finally Roads and Highway Minister ɛyɛ owura Kwame Agbogya Gavins na wɔde ato dwa sɛ ɛbrɛ bi asudura ɛwɔ sɛ yɛne architect ɛkabom na ɛkwan a yɛyɛ no nyinaa no yɛma ɔmo ɛka ho wɔkyerɛ sɛ galamsey ne nti no ama sesei no sɛ yɛyi kwan ne yɛanya hwɛ yi a yɛde kwan bɛkɔ akɔfa baabi a daakye bi yɛkwan no bɛdwira gu ɛti architect no ɛne wɔnim architecture ho nneɛma ɛtu ɔmo na ɔmbɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ ɛha asase no ɛyɛ yɛde kwan no fa hɔ ɛbɛtumi adi 100 years ɛha ɛyɛ yɛ ɔmbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma ɛti ɛberɛ duro wɔ sɛ yɛde ɔmo nyinaa ka bom na yɛma ɔmo kwan ma ɔmo yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ kwan bi a yɛyie mu sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ adaakye oyɛnie ɛmɛto Ghana owura Kwame Agbogya Gavins akasa
is both urgent and compelling. It speaks directly to one of the greatest threats to our collective survival as a people. Illegal mining is not merely an environmental issue. It is an existential challenge that strikes at the heart of sustainable development, public health, and national planning. Galamsey is destroying the very foundation upon which sustainable architecture depends. It poisons our rivers, strips our landscape of vegetation, destabilizes soil, and renders vast areas unsafe for habitation or development. The acidification and contamination of our water bodies drive up the cost of water treatment, reduce availability for consumption, and hinders housing delivery, especially for vulnerable communities. Beyond this, LMC undermines spatial planning and responsible land use. Land earmarked for housing, agriculture, or public infrastructure are being ravaged, leaving behind scarred terrain that endangers lives and drain our national resource. Fellow architects, this is where your profession becomes a powerful force for change. Architects are not just designers of buildings or spaces. You are a custodian of the environment, a guardian of sustainable space. Your work stands at the intersection of art, science, and ethics.
What's what for share quantipon sem so Kwame Agboja governs ena yate ninkano. Yamfa asede modro Pharma Solak Natural Clinic ya ebrei wasom. Na Dr. Solomon was yamfa to Ghana for nyanim say apomden eye na bambo atrema ye chen ayarsabu kitin so. Was yade ba ko a ekum ni papa eye pressure na ewo hu awu woni beba ho so no na eduru ebunu obi bia wonim se wo pressure yade wo se eyabra na obesa wo yade am woni ache Solak Natural Clinic no wo se pressure eye dangerous disease a senipa ekum nipa na sauba na oba beduru na kate a obi wo ha pressure no nti emedan odana dwukro wontumi na ni guso sa na ade ache wo se bra onyame nti obema won so wada ama wanya nani bi ama woni ache afei ade ba ko bi mo wo ne se woni pa bi wo ha wanante apa wo wonya bi for so many years wodi atim paabo wodi akọ abosom so ene na sefo wo se wo ba bramani cheke wa wodi eni mu na won hwe se problem bi wo mu a se problem wo mu obeka tiro problem bi eni mu a obehye obo ama wawo afei won de no akwakoye kidney ene liver yade ene ha omo no oba na oba bedru Solaka obeboa wo ama woni age esa se kidney ene liver yade no onyame ama no sutumi na oba na so ye ya obetie kidney ne liver ama asomdue aba enu nti so pese wo beteke wo kidney anase wo liver wo di 200 Ghana cedis pe ene de beba Solak Natural Clinic no ateke ama wo no teke na se problem bi e wo ho a 300 Ghana cedis what best started treatment at the amount with the dialysis square nabra and free dialysis no so de koso na doso nabra na won check wo no check wo na problem bi wo ha obesa wo yade am woni age esanse nyame ama na bibiduro so tumi a wotumi de kidney and liver seriously amani free ho etu de ane so betu na mompa no akwa piem e wo Solak Natural Clinic na wo de bibiduro e de asaw yade ma wo kidney and wo liver no a asai no awroto no atiatia no ayebasa no wasaw yade ama wani age wo de ane so betu na mompa na woni Solak akwakodi Kasebom na won so wani ebeje pa okokomlemle wo be Harvard Senior High School no number wo je so 0553 93 2631 0553 93 2631 freno na woni no eni nhyiaye na minim se wo be free ho no na wo yade ye kidney pressure no nyame adom na abafom yeda so ana yegyina so age aboafo nkrato tew aba yeba Kasiebo no bebre ho ye beto asoma
na ede na ya obayi a oda former son ya funu mu emunumu ni
oh Mr. Entry eya
also yare ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me kire no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
menyi ni say what ulcer tamfo Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture yanum bom kutia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ani Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture
akom ni nchiremu
ulcer ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunu mu etuma wo ye funu ekeka wo wogire wo ho a enyi ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a compare Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takrade AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatan ya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Hexa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age adwadie nkrato yi atom.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Yefemna na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kame na to na twetweme binya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa odunu asa miracle bi wadro no sese mafunu kra se die sia twimi ankasa me humi esi so sese me humi ana esi so obeka se die bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal mi bi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na edona ankasa de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi ti ma yi bi nya sam keto ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa me me de abe fa 3 years ana asemi jina wa menemu sisinya se mekwa media meko bia mu so much medru aba 6 years ni o tema bia me ye maji se ene meja na ta ya le nem ku me preko ene 4 days ana mekoto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yanku pe no yam se ende ya me no kase me ho atomia me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
Messi menananu aguru basa abi bragro tibedo imlenu na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye diagro na yesa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timi de omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, mumle memre.
Hey, I don't think I'm catching you say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso na ebesi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic
capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh, sa na te pa dia.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua ni mu efurusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona hoden. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy stores frey wo 050-349-4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wunni how FDA ajidwe di nkra tuyi atum.
Hi, I'm pleased to introduce to you Cancer Mixture, a herbal mixture for arthritic pain.
Arthritis, it's me. Cancer Mixture, no, Cancer Mixture, no, Cancer Mixture.
Yeruba Biarana no drew Morio ya or arthritis. Cancer mixture, obey your juma when you put it inside. I'm a pencil new grand. And in Fidriana, menu, on your market for your button, a woman, one menu for. First, baby, I'm from one Sanka, Saint Susan, Bonnie Biara, home doctor, and I report for FDA Med Safety App Nodo.
And Katui, FDA App Nodo.
Yarama sema makwaba na mrasa badwani ema asutifi north abaton pesua so eye Dr. Ebenezer Kwaku Ado wajina na nemu ane NDC amanyokuo na nemu aya wadwuma bia bi enye bida asase National Health Insurance association wa mo ewo hono wa organize free breast cancer screening de ama wa mo ewo ntotro so a eya hom kapa no pani ejira mu ekasai
say eno for who here pa this is to who here ma me that's right and three yeah me man yeah bit na yeah and the aboy ni an mama and I say yeah and they say abibia no ye ni omo epo and them one ye be examine no who say changes ka prayer bi ama no abadi and them said yeah kanene things I can grab them election ideas na wako akomune ase na omaye proper examination na who say yeah you who you know symptoms and I say breast cancer no na develop
said your mami wo miamia ne de wo hunu mia memba o ha ba mo mamia ma onko awon sada so e na upusi enye fe eya moma memba no emwa mo General Secretary Emma National Health Insurance and I said National Health Student Association Ghana Paul Cosmos and so ejina nemu edit to man him say wo miamia no fo no ma won kunu no won boyfriend no miamia from time to time na eba no sa no mo hu say ababi edemu a etumi boa ejini pa no kwa
breast cancer no yare a ha ma globally and yentiment na ho one crime say yes screening you won't say screening opportunities we no do na no crime for and omunya opportunity now so you won't say this time around you better touch all the various regions into yaba a region hanum there ne Kasiebo Honorable Dr. Ebenezer Kwame Ado na collaborate on our sponsor anyway amanasa say yembe screening in for ha a school for ha market for yama menum near the ade yembe screening omo because you believe say early detection saves life because cancer na bibia ebeto onufu mu a one hu ni ntema and in so bibri beba something no ya faside mo do Pharmasolak Natural Clinic dinemu a ye de Kasiebo e de abremo o se amfa to Ghana fo nyina anim se eba awo a wo ye ho adwuma pa na mum kidney ene liver no wo de fa ho a obesa wo yade kum ni papa se nipa e wo wie mre mu ntie sra mu am wo sa problem no mo ne Solak Natural Clinic eni nsawoso o kokomlemle wo ben Harvard Senior High School no frɛ no e wo 0553 932631 0553 932631 Haxa mixture any Haxa capsules eye osatanfo aduru wunya binu a eboa wo ho asa so tepre kopɛ wuja wona na moja wom ya na asa obo ehyesew aduane taw yam na wo yam ya bi nso wo ni di ya na wo yam ya ka hunu se osa no na wanya bie no wone osa na se osa tanfo
ewura ye friend Haxa mixture ne capsules no wobenya bia nom na tu yade na se ama wani age wobetumi afre 0240 238 310 0240 238 310 Medmosis Diagnostic Center and Efremi was why all kinds of laboratory services. Yeah, liver and kidney function test. Why be why cholesterol profile, full blood count, prostate specific antigen, urine analysis, blood and urine culture, any sensitivity, digital X-ray, dental X-ray, and any accounting in ano. Why who juma oba when ubedin south shore amanije atome aba. What the answer of the Medmosis ebedin south shore dental barrier. On the police station no edin hwani mu a ne number wa just so 0240 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 Make a form of Sawu Dali star 274 hasa. Also utumibo ramen sa kenimu na wechebi star 274 has. Not was selected number 1 Power FM SYZ. Power FM SYZ. Now boom Power FM SYZ no. Utraba kwa 5 utra mienu 10 miensa 15 and 920. Kadudu obi a obetumi na also obetumi disika from 10,000 upwards. Ya weni ebeje pa mensaka. Found hojim Dali star 274 has na di prompt no akano eti na wonso wani ebete Power Specialist Seba Hospital Mami Beatrice Kosua ya wono no was hepatitis A B C D and E otu ase when you feel the kudeku fatty liver prostate enlargement and now person boost to immune system no ulcer and how fibroid how kidney stones and how wada roma fako Power Specialist Heba Hospital baby a mami akosua de ya owo na onsaw yade no the member duro jirikajiri e de aba ye boa mema papa ka say ye be madura and if Hebatin mixture no so de e man member nyina enom ye a boost to immune system no e ma mo ye very strong etia pebi nanom ma wani enye enkra ha de kwabenya pokwase ACP bus stop ye from Power bus stop ubehu wo mo ewo ho afei Kumase eno so feyase legbosomtwe ekwan so edua ya junction ubehu wo mo ena takrade so eye Anaji Estate wo be hantama rural bank no frɛ 0244 5444 42 0244 54 44 42 Ostek Real Estate ena yedru wo mo so no wɔse amfa ntom nyina manim sɛ wɔtɔn sasepa ɛwɔ dodowa ayikuma asebi doyumu afienya dowenya ɛne Shy Hills wɔtɔn sase a ne bo ɛfo ɛwɔ hɔ etifa ho jim na no wɔn ni nsawoso na wɔn sasepa ne bo ɛfo paa na nso ubenya bi wɔn nsase no wɔ dodowa ayikuma asebi doyumu afienya dowenya ɛne Shy Hills wɔn sase bo ena ya ka kire mu sasase ne bo ɛfo from 0244 684 069 0244 684 069 first na one sase wo ka utumi de kwadi asase na yese alachapa na obi de yesi wo wosimamam sase 5 se alachai se ane itu adawroma yese wo ka na ye gam de obetumi de akodemum alata na acha ne de wonsum Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsules ene yadru so no wona se tataya adroi eyema wo wodun so bebre bad cholesterol eyema wo afei Kasiebo so se eye arthritis halitosis gastric ulcer ene ne yakeka aka ho no Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsules ene wadura wunya eboa wo etipe bi nanonom ma wani enye obatumi afro mu e 0266 1141 11 0266 114111 Let's Talk Educational Consult ene yaduru omo so no wose yemfa to Ghana fo inanim se fa nkwada no bra school na womumra mesua de no wanda ache womu amfiri ho enu ti akwada wonye 6 months to 6 years fa no bra school ho na mo Saturday classes a wo kire entrepreneurship reading and writing personality development IT training creativity and exploration ne nyina wo kire nkwada no emu wanda ache esipi wo Tashi Nungwa Estate Mango Street wo Belejokuku Municipal Assembly no o friend 0249 069 821 wajeso 0249 069 821 3P garlic mixture Piwak natural health and wadi adu papa yi ede aba na Piwak say adure wunya bia ebua ni padua no papa and saying 3P garlic mixture wunya binum a sa waye kese abro so wapo no wapo so ukotodwe wonsa eye utitriti ana say uyam ena mframa ejina mu cheko stress ena hawa 3P garlic mixture ya Piwak natural health odiaba ena wonoma ebebua eduro ne ye ntiprebinom ma wani enye papa na nso feely Dr. Mototi obetumi afreno ba bia to aduro bia nso no obenya 3P aduro bi freno 0248 928 824 0248 928 824 MTN wasi yamfanto Ghana for inanim say download Momo app no na no mo eni sawso na feely na MTN Momo app no wo download a na wo de asend sika eno an say wo bas to me send 1,000 Ghana 2,000 wo de da bia no bomodin na send sika bomodin na everyday bia send sika na woni be je papa wo send 1,000 wo send 2,000 omo so ebe ma usika ya everyday bia no betumi anwini be 100 cedis and 200 cedis weekly wo betumi anwini 2,000 na eble no dro a ye drop the main ayinu a eno no wo betumi 100,000 Ghana cedis e de efrim MTN was say everywhere you go kai se enhwehwei enhwe kakra ewo ho na ubedi so Ruta natural product Ruta na drobia ejenkwa eno an say ubepe Ruta mixture no a etu malaria fever se de kudeku no na Ruta mixture malaria fever away Ruta Titanic etu typhoid fever Ruta life na ne srade ni padua no hovuru mu ema ahotoba kayo se Ruta na drobia ejenkwa frɛ no ewo 0244 503443 0244 503443 Little George Health Shop waton enro na enro waton ninti o pedro bia wa Ghana ha no wanantia tintia bre na wunya bia Little George ebema wanya bi and saying Little George see mfanto Ghana fo nyanim say wo enro bit say Coa mixture Coa plus mixture Dominion herbal powder Mr. K vitamins ne minerals ahodo edi local and foreign herbs e de aye obi wo ho or healthy juice bit say cranberry juice carrot pomegranate turmeric and ginger blueberry juice aloe vera gel woni nyina bi e ho eti brabeje wo de na konom ma na feely mo ni enye obetumi afrɛ no 0243 140 213 0243 140 213 finally wapani Michael Kwabena Asante ya wo Achimota Club House Agri Street digital address system eye GA 24/0775 na opani adiaba ya na sama wo kanyina ne se ne nakonta ayira wanya emfisia aduanan 40 years the brother-in-law wayira ye fra no afanyo ato na ya hwehwe no aye huno yo ye huno oh afanyo busuafo e wasa me set charge wo mo anamboa na mo hu na mo mfa no ma e ma me mfa ntire se papa no yira ye no woni e na mo krata da so da ha oh eti ya na ma se fa no to so ene nka njo se me ye hu no ya na ma se ense abusuafo se papa afanyo ato no a wo yira ye no ye nya ahu no enti mo amoba na ye hu no no aseda enko emamo se maboa ama ye hu no ya da ma se aseda enko emamo se nipa yira ye kan ya he woni enti Kenneth afanyo ato ya wo yira ye no enra ne yebo hu dawuru ene abetodwa se wo mo ehu no enti yada mase papa momfa enkan ho Kasiebo afiofa bia ne sister majority ena wo mo eka ye ho eme ene de Kasiebo ebaaye Elvis nso ejina camera na chief fefe ena wo mo hwe emenu ma ekoso Raf ene Peter ena Emmanuel Kisi omo nyina ewo MC aho a omadama omuhwe emenu manyina so tototo so ye sound ahodo ema bibia mote na clear ukumangra diwan for heneba boa mabeni nso na medi Kasiebo ho chiama ene mede amamo wadaroma ye kwaba na ye de gumbe show e de aba beto aso ye da mu nyina ase e mambo ni tia ahenewa